Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and man, I finally found the magical, mystical unicorn, the leprechaun, the, the gold at the end of the rainbow, man. I finally have this thing. No, I did not find it in Walmart like it should have been in Walmart. I had to resort to ordering this thing, folks, off eBay. And I really didn't want to do that. But I did it. Had to spend a little bit more than the normal cost. But I do have the McFarlane Toys gold label Azrael Batman, and I'm happy with it, folks. This thing looks awesome. Now there are some things that I can tell right off the bat that are not as accurate as the comic, and we'll get into that. But he's here. I got him, and the hunt is over. So I ain't got to hunt for him no more. All right, but he does come with, of course, the McFarlane Toys collector's card here. And again, man, I can't say enough of how I just love the fact that they're utilizing comic images for the card backs as well as the packaging. So we have that here with Azrael Batman, and on the back we have his data file. And then he also comes with the old trusty DC McFarlane display stand. And no other gadgets. So that's the only thing. One of the things I wish this Batman would have been packaged with was at least maybe a batarang or a rope or a gadget or something like that. But we do have them. Man, I just wanted to give a shout out towards the direction of utilizing the comic art for the packaging. This looks beautiful. It's a really nice touch for the packaging. It gives everything as a whole nother dimension when you get in these packagings. You don't want to throw them away. You want to keep these things, man. It really makes purchasing these items that much more exciting. So I really like the fact that they're utilizing the comic art for the packaging as well as with the collector's card. But yeah, man, I have this Azrael Batman, and man, please, McFarlane Toys, no more Walmart exclusives, especially for the ones that man. This guy is going to be sought after. So but I'm happy that I have him. And again, man, this guy, he looks absolutely amazing. Now, off the bat, as you can tell, even from the back of this packaging, the color palette that they chose for this particular figure does not match what you see here in the comic. The blue's a little bit darker. They're utilizing maybe a little bit of a yellow for the armor here, and this seems to be a little different as well. So that's a little different. This right here is the area that really needed some paint right here with the talons on the hands. That's something that I'm going to paint on my own. I'm going to give this a bit of a custom paint, maybe a silver finish where the talons are. So that's something I'm going to do myself. Different color palette than what we saw in the comic books, man. And that doesn't bother me as much because I really like the powder blue finish that they chose for this figure. It really goes well with the gold that they're utilizing with this armor as well. So I'm not as bummed about that. I mean, yeah, it would have been cool to maybe for him to be a little bit more comic book accurate, but I like this because it actually goes side by side with the Year 2 Batman because he's utilizing the powder blue color palette. So I really like that, and I like what they did from overall. Here we have the little talons on the leg areas. That looks great, and I like the detail here where his back gauntlets are. They did an excellent job with that. Good the detail with that. The bat fins here looks excellent. Again, the detail here where his armor, that looks awesome. Got his utility belt, got a nice little gold finish with the utility belt, kind of gold, tannish, yellow, tannish utility belt here. Turn it around, man. And the cape is just excellent, man. McFarlane Toys, they just knocked it out of the park yet again with the cape, man. And as always, I mean, look at the detail here, the sculpting, of course, the iconic detail that is the Batman cape that they captured here. And you lift up the cape, you see, the detail here in the armored area. I love the tension and the detail that they placed within the utility belt, as well as the utility belt on this little thigh here. I always thought that was a cool idea to add a utility belt to his thigh area, leg area right here. Thought that was like the coolest thing back in the day. It was cool, man. It's the little things that matter, right? The muscle detail throughout the legs looks excellent. And then here we see maybe like the softer gray palette that he utilized for the leg areas. And I like that, man. They're really soft colors for a character that's pretty ruthless, but it really shows utilizing that darker gold color as well as maybe the darker kind of tannish utility belt areas. Really meshes well with the maybe softer baby blue as well as the grays that they utilize in the leg area. So nice combination of colors here. And you look closely here, you do see, at first I was like, oh, I don't see the red inside the eyes, much like what we saw here in the comic book image, but there is red highlighting the eyes if you look close enough. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to see if I can get my camera to focus. But yeah, you can see the yellow, not yellow, but you can see the red highlighting in the eye. So you can see that it's not as pronounced. The eyes are a little beady. But all in all, they are utilizing red to highlight the eyes. Now, as far as the head sculpt, man, the head sculpt looks awesome, man. They did an excellent job of sculpting the detail throughout his cowl, man. You see the areas here from the cheekbone on down, man. That looks good. The sculpting there. The back ears looks excellent. Did a good job with that, man. As far as the articulation, man, head can go all the way around. There's nothing deterring his articulation in the head area. He can look up, no problem. He can look down, no problem at all, man. Articulation in the arms is really solid, man. No problem with the arms articulation here. He has nice rotation here in the arms. Nice rotation and articulation in the wrist area. He has double jointed elbows. Nice articulation in the wrist area. No problem at all on that ball hinge. He has nice articulation here in the upper torso. And he does have waist swivel. So he has really, really good articulation, man. I mean, to be a Batman figure, you need to have some pretty good articulation, because, we're all going to want to put him into some pretty, cool dynamic poses. So no issues with articulation and posing this guy around. I mean, I had no problem, man, getting this guy into some pretty cool poses, man. So really and again, like I said, I like the choice of utilizing maybe a powder blue. It really this figure stands out on my shelf. It's like, yeah, it would have been cool to get maybe like a darker color to maybe match what he looked like in the comics all the way through. But I like this. I like a little bit of different, and I like the powder blue. And blue is my favorite color. So either way you go, you're gonna win me over. You're gonna win me over, man. But it looks pretty cool, man. I like what they did with him. Now gadgets, man. Come on, McFarlane. Y'all gotta give this man some gadgets. That's the one thing I wish they would have given this character to kind of highlight what John Paul Valley utilizes when he's out there causing all types of damage to people. But yeah, that's the one thing I really wish they would have added with this figure. I think that would have, added to the overall impact of a figure like this. This is a character that Bat fans and DC Multiverse collectors have been wanting and waiting for, and we have it now. That's why he's so sought after, and he's not in the stores because it's a really popular character, man. He represents, one of the biggest events within the Batman mythology. And this is when Batman was, injured. His back was broken when he went up against Bane. And they chose this guy to take over in Batman's absence. But this guy, he just went off the rails and started doing all types of crazy stuff. And, he really didn't live up to Batman's code of honor. So when Batman actually healed from his run-in with Bane, he not only had to go take out Bane, but he had to take out this guy as well. So it's like it was Batman had his hands full right off the bat when he came back out of retirement. So again, that was an excellent story, man. This is an excellent character. Really happy to have this guy. But yeah, man, this cool. This guy's awesome, dude. I love him. I love what they did with him. So let's see how he compares to some of my other Batman figures throughout the DC Multiverse line. So let's get to it. Oh, I had to kick this comparison off with my year 2 Batman, also from McFarlane Toys. Yeah, man, these two went at it toe to toe in that Nightfall story arc, and it looks like they might go at it again. So, along with my Azrael Batman, I have OG year 2 Batman ready to get to it. Let's go. Let's get it on. Uh-oh. So, along with my Azrael Batman, I have also from McFarlane Toys one of the biggest, one of the baddest antagonist of them all. He was a huge, and I mean, he was really the beat of the Nightfall story arc, and that is none other than Bane. So we have two really the biggest antagonists of the Nightfall in Azrael Batman and the infamous, and I do mean the infamous, Bane. All right, y'all, so I've reached further and further out into the multiverse for a few more other Batman figures, all from McFarlane Toys. So along with my Azrael Batman, I have the Hush Batman, folks. And the blue and gray is going to be released at some point, folks. I'm not sure when, but it's coming, folks. And we also have the Rebirth Batman. Oh, man, that looks so awesome. As well as the White Knight, man. Yet another awesome Batman figure. Folks, I am in Batman Paradise. Can it get any better than this? I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. But, man, I'm loving this right here. All right, let's get on to the next. Man, this is cool. So this is the comparison that I've really been looking forward to. So also from McFarlane Toys, we have the Azrael Armored White Knight Batman character. Now, this, of course, this is from a different universe, but you can see all of the inspiration that this figure took from the original OG Azrael Batman. This is a highly detailed, armored up Azrael Batman White Knight figure. You see he comes with the sword and everything. This is what I'm looking to do with this Azrael Batman in terms of the talons. I'm looking to utilize, this gray paint to highlight the talons, much like what they did with this Batman. It really brings this figure out. But man, they did an excellent job with this one here. So I definitely will be utilizing this color of paint for his talons for sure. We have the White Knight Azrael Batman alongside the OG 90s Azrael Batman. And here for comparison, I've assembled two of the most sought after gold label Walmart exclusives to date. Oh man. So along with our Azbat, as everybody call them, I have the Hal Jordan Parallax figure. If you have not checked out my review on this figure here, be sure to do so. It's been up on the channel, so make sure you check it out. But man, now I got my sights on Shazam, folks. So Shazam is a Walmart gold label exclusive. So good luck to everybody that's looking for that Shazam. We all gonna need it. Hopefully you'll find it, and hopefully I'll find it as well. Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Yet another hit for McFarlane Toys. I'm loving this Azrael Batman. It definitely takes me back to the 90s, man, and I'm loving it. So I'm hoping that I can find that Shazam soon, folks, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for much more from McFarlane Toys. I got a lot of content coming up from that side of things, as well as others as well, so stay tuned for that. But man, again, love this Azrael Batman. Looks like we're continuing to build on the Bat family or the Bat universe within McFarlane Toys. That's exciting. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Huge shout out as always to my subscribers. You are so super, and I truly appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I mean, I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for all the wonderful, kind comments. You know who you are. I really appreciate everybody that's commenting, tuning into these episodes. It really means the world to me. That definitely helps the channel. And for those of you who have not subscribed to the channel, I don't know what y'all waiting on. You need to subscribe right now. Hit that subscription button. I'd love for you to join Team Multiverse. We're really building this community, and I would love for you to be a part of it. So make sure you hit that subscription button. And for those of you who are subscribed, make sure that you're still subscribed, and make sure that you all are hitting that bell notification, and that you're selecting all, so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. I know sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, so just make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. Same bad time, same bad channel, y'all. Talk to you later. And oh yeah, by the way, before I get out of here, as you can see, it's on between the Dark Knight and Azrael Batman. I'll leave it to you to decide who wins, but you all know who I got for the win. You know who I'm placing my bet on. All right, until next time, folks. Bye for now.